Welcome back to our 999 playthrough on Deep Thought. We just got done with what's probably the worst puzzle room in the entire game, and now we're hurtling towards yet another ending.
It has a Pushmaster 500 and it's still the worst puzzle in the game. Like, that kind of shows you the quality of it.
In and of itself, it's not terrible, but it's just...
No, it's a pretty bad puzzle. Like, even the Pushmaster part is kind of a dumb segment.
Yeah, poor Pushmaster 500. Rest in peace. He will be missed. Moment of silence for that. Okay, that's enough. So we just finished this puzzle room, and we've escaped to what's, if you noticed, it's the other side of the grate that we started in when we entered this floor. There's this elevator here that didn't seem to work, but, well, now it does, mysteriously.
Yeah, that's another thing that's really weird about this game, too, is that things work when they need to and don't work when they need to, and they try to rationalize it, like, in the hospital room Reds, like, oh, they're missing circuitries, and then the circuitries magically appear, and that kind of gets explained, but then things like doors working and not working and then reworking, it's like, okay.
But as interesting as that may be, we have a little bit more exploration that we have to do. There's a little more hallway that we have to navigate down and see what's on the other side. There's at least some progress, that they have more to explore rather than them just ending up back in an area they've been in before. Well, technically they have. It's just now another part of the area. It's not the same thing, though, so shut up.
Another puzzle room?
Now, you know, Mexi, they can only do 2 in one room at the most, so clearly not. And,
well, at least there it is. The elusive 9-door. But 9-door, that's supposed to be the last door. That, what did they say? Only the maximum of 5 people can go through?
Yeah, it's only a max of 5 people and a minimum of 3. So, yeah, now we have to deal with who is going to go into the door.
It kind of does set up that conflict, at least, that, you know, you want all the characters to survive, mostly, and you are given this, like, that the rules are set up that, no, a sacrifice is basically going to have to be made, so figure it out.
Yeah, that really sucks. It looks like we're just gonna have to leave some people behind and let them drown. Ha, psych, there's a second door.
Ooh.
That son of a bitch Zero tricking all of us into thinking that we could only bring 5 people out of this godforsaken ship. And really, it makes you wonder, like, all of the deaths and all of the violence that we've had to endure up until this point, it's ultimately pointless.
So, that is my favorite plot to one of the Saw movies, is, I forget which one it is, but yeah, the whole test is that each... they have all these people in these multiple room traps, and a person is killed in each of them. And what happens is that they get to the end, and it's literally a bloodletting trap. Like, they have to carve themselves up to get a certain volume of blood. And the solution was that they should have all survived, so that they would only have to each give up a small portion. But since they didn't even consider saving anyone but themselves, the consequences, only 2 were left at the very end, and so they had to give up a whole lot of flesh to make up the blood count.
I remember that. I haven't seen a single Saw movie, but I've seen highlights of the deaths and the traps. I remember that one vividly. But yeah, there's certainly a lot of comparisons to make in here, in this game, and with certain elements of Saw as well.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, like, it's really weird that a lot of people, when they try to describe this game, they do bring up Saw, and it's a little bit there in the beginning, just what happens to the 9th man, but it stops there. That's the problem, is that the intro is very much like a, you know, torture survival game, but after that, no, because then not even the puzzles are matters of, well, solve this puzzle, or something gruesome in body disfiguring will happen. No, it's usually just, oh no, how do I get out of this room and open the door?
Yeah, there's also, I guess, maybe another comparison. Again, I haven't seen any Saw movies, but to my knowledge, there's some element of kidnapping with its participants. And, I mean, as we know, the people who were playing in the notary game have all been kidnapped.
That's more just a kidnapping thing, because that's not even a Saw thing, because the thing with Saw traps is that they are personalized, like, they are symbolic. Ideally, I mean, most of the Saw movies nowadays are just hot garbage, but ideally, like, based off the plot, Jigsaw makes traps in relationship to what he feels people are missing when they're not living their lives like to the maximum, or what he sees as their flaw, and how he's forcing them to overcome it or face it to prove their will to live. So that's why they're kind of, I don't know, like that's why I like some of the traps even in the series, even though it's a hot mess and a garbage series. I love certain traps just because they're pretty good. Like the thought and the symbolism behind them is kind of nice.
Yeah, I suppose I'll have to check some of them out one day, but yeah, to my knowledge, they're pretty much trash, gore porn trash that I'm not really interested in. We do have an actual conflict, though, considering that we can technically leave now, but in doing so, we're going to be leaving behind June. And, don't know if you've been paying attention, but that's something that want to avoid very much.
Well, I mean, Ace already gave himself up once. Why not again? All we need to do is find more bottles of Soparil and another syringe, and he'll be good to go.
Strug up the bastard. He won't even notice. Just fucking do it, man. But now we just gotta keep June around because Junpei has to keep his fucking waifu around, as always.
Oh, but my sick fever waifu, she gets hot, and then I do.
Sick fever waifu. That's a good one. I'm gonna write that down.
Like it's no more degrading than some other waifu names.
Do you have any other names that you could probably give her as well?
I mean, I can call her other less nice things, but June is such a perfect cupcake of niceness and innocence that no, I couldn't possibly bring myself to say those things.
All right, fair enough. Now they finally decide to take a look at the room itself, and it's like a little church or something. Why is there a church in this ship?
Right? Would they have any need? I mean, I guess you would have need for a chapel if it's used as a hospital ship. So I guess, but this is definitely not Christian so far. And later on in the series, we'll find out that no, a lot of the religious iconography used is more for the in-universe cult Free the Soul. They don't really have much to do in this game, so I don't even feel like it's a spoiler in this sense, but within the series there is the cult of Free the Soul, and a lot of the things in this game I guess were retconned, or at least were detailed to reincorporate Free the Soul into the plot of this game.
Yeah, Free the Soul is very much not prevalent much at all in this game, mostly because they were introduced in the next game, but less about that, more about this one. There's certainly elements of it, though, like this church here, and those couple plot ideas that were, again, introduced later, but they don't have much of a presence in this game.
Yeah, but and what little he did is all theoretical. It was we do remember the old man who was on the Titanic that developed the obsession over the ship and all of its paraphernalia. Well, like basically the closest you can get to a good solid tie would be that some people say that he was a member of Free the Soul or related to Free the Soul in some way, and that's really about it. I mean, other characters are. It's kind of implied that certain companies are influenced by Free the Soul, so it kind of makes it more of a shadow influence as opposed to like, oh man, it's a huge twist that this is the big bad. It's like, nah, it doesn't really change anything.
So let's stop there for now before we go into spoiler territory. Turns out Clover is missing. We met up with Lotus and Seven again, but Clover's gone.
First the brother, now the sister.
I guess again at this point it would make sense because she's severely fucked in the head. Because I mean her brother died and she could probably be next, as she said in one of the parts earlier.
And this is another thing too, is that there are a lot of endings, and we'll see it later on, that incorporate Clover as either being in distress or being a person that we have to search for. Minus the axe ending, so that's something that makes the axe ending a bit more shocking as well, is that you have a character who, for the most part, ends up going missing or being in some kind of danger, and a lot of the other endings, thus flipping and turning into the psychopathic murderer that she is in the axe ending. It makes it a much spicier meatball of an ending.
Yeah, it's really the only scene, or one of the only scenes in the game that gives her something interesting to do. And she's still okay as a character, but she's not the best, guys. Calm down.
It's the hill they're dying on, and I can see it. I mean, it became the meme for this. Well, one of the memes for this game.
I really thought this was much of a memey game, but
Hey! I mean, they put it in Dang It Grandpa, so that's cool.
yes. See, I don't get the joke because I haven't played Danganronpa yet, but
it makes more sense when you watch the anime. My little joke there.
Yeah, but getting back to the current situation, Junpei and June have split up on their own. Not on their own, they're together, at least for the moment. And they're just kind of conversing with each other, deciding what to do next. And it's an indicator that this is not going to be a happy ending that we're going towards. Because, I mean, they're talking about their feelings and such, and the past that they've had, their little childhood past. They're even talking about calling each other by their nicknames again, the ones that they give in elementary school. Like Junpei is Jumpy, and June, or should I say Akane, is Canny, or Kane, something like that. I don't know. It's all very cute. It's all very nice. You could even say it's romantic.
This is just for, this is more of a ship ending than anything else, haha. Pun intended. But no, seriously, this is just a ship ending. Let's be honest, Akane kind of needs some development in here to be a much more likable character. This game is trying to definitely build her up as the love interest. And yeah, being with her, it's kind of interesting that a way to get this ending involves not really going with her through too many rooms. So we're getting a lot of June's character. If, say, this was your first playthrough, you'd be getting a lot of June characterization towards the end of your first playthrough of the plot.
Yeah, she gets development. Oh boy, does she ever get growth as a character. But for now, though, it's just kind of on the back burner. She's just our little fever waifu, or whatever you called her. But that's not really important right now because yeah, it's just
oh dear God.
Well, that's nice.
This is how we know that we've hit a bad ending, ladies and gentlemen. Lotus is dead. We fucked up.
Yeah, she can dance no more. Yeah, and if she's fucked, then, well, we're probably fucked too.
Also, and little touch here, she doesn't have her watch, so, oh no, Lotus is dead, and who could benefit the most from the number 8 watch? I wouldn't know. This is such a mystery, dear guys. I can't handle it. These video games get too smart for me.
Yeah, man, I'm a dumb moron who doesn't know subtle storytelling. You gotta explain this to me, game. You can't just not tell me.
Right? Anime Betrayals 999. You didn't explain it to me. I didn't get it.
But yeah, as we stand above the no longer living body of, well, what used to be Lotus, we get some more descriptive text, like the ones that we got when the 9th man died.
Oh, man. Almost like it's being dramatic. What I mean, like when they talk about like the what was it, the 9th man? They use food. They try to describe using food, so that's kind of funny.
Yeah, he's still just trying to make sure that he's actually dead and not still breathing. Maybe there's a chance that she's still alive. But yeah, if the watch is gone, then that means either her heartbeat's at 0 or she's left the ship, and she clearly hasn't left the ship. So
I don't know. I guess he's trying to see if maybe he could save her, but yeah, kind of need to work on that reaction time, buddy. First thing about danger is you gotta make sure it's not still around.
Wow, a literal stab in the back, man. That is symbolic as fuck.
What kind of heartless, cold person, Akane? I swear to God, if this is payback for, I don't know, some other thing that happened in another ending that we didn't get the plot for because I didn't get the right item.
Wow, talk about touchy. Jeez, oh.
She's vindictive, you know?
But yeah, it could be June. It could be any of the other 6. It probably wasn't Lotus unless it was a ghost that stabbed him.
Also, one thing that's really weird about this ending too is that Junpei gets stabbed, but the last thing we saw was the gun. So I remember when I got this ending, I thought the gun was gonna play a big part. It's like, oh no, I found a gun. People are gonna now start going fucking batshit crazy over and start killing each other. And then wham, I get an ending involving stabbings. Like, oh, this is not what I was expecting.
Yep, and once again we get the kick-ass game over theme, so take comfort that even though you're dead, you at least get to listen to some pretty jammin' rock music while you're lying there bleeding out.
It's jammin'.
Yeah, I wonder if these are like real instruments as well, because they sound kind of real.
I assume not, just because it's also DS, so even if it was, it would still have some decompression that would take it away.
Probably so, because I mean you gotta fit the data in there into the cartridge somehow. But yep, white text over a white background. That pretty much indicates that we're a goner completely.
Dead end, bad ending, pretty anticlimactic. All we really get is just a kind of being super friendly and nice, and then oh no, Lotus got stabbed. Oh no, I got stabbed. And that's about it.
It's certainly less of a thing than the axe ending was, which is unfortunate because I mean once you see the axe ending, pretty much every other bad ending is gonna just feel small by comparison. But that's just the way we went through this game. But yeah, you gotta wonder why. You got to wonder why.
I think I know why.
see what we're doing here? We're just ruining the playthrough for you because we already know everything and you don't, or maybe you do. I don't know. Bless these souls, Mick.
Oh, bless you as well, because I've ruined so much for you. My bad.
That's fine. It's fine. Now we must save and start all over again.
Oh boy, it's my favorite part of Let's Plays.
Yep, and we get another little picture indicating that we got an ending, and it was a bad one. But maybe next time on Deep Thought we'll get a better ending. A much, much better ending. No, we won't.